You're listening to Hotep Ish with your host, Dewan B. Intelligent Ish Talk, intelligent shit talk, where we balance the profound with the profane. Political satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings at the door.
Georgia up in here. Miss Porsche, what's up? Devin, what's up? Swarthy Nerves, what's up? Butter Love. Thank y'all for joining the chat room today. As I talk my shit, I might do a Twitter space after this. I don't know. Well, no, I got a show tonight. And if you're in LA, I got to show my boy KD's somewhere downtown. Some one of them like downtown rooftops. Welcome. Let me turn some music on. Thank y'all for listening. We're going to be talking today about our black people. Are we our own worst enemy? I keep seeing all these people talk. Let me tell you where this is coming from. Let me tell you where this subject is coming from. I was watching, we all know Polight is going to jail for touching on little ass gals and shit. Well, not alleging I'm on. So since Polight's been found guilty, I think my music too loud. Hold on. Y'all can't hear me. There we go. Is that better, y'all? Polight going to jail. See, with Polight going to jail, what I noticed is it's a lot of black people talking about some black people are our own worst enemy. All we do is scam each other. I'm seeing a whole lot of people talking shit. You know, saying that black people are always, the reason why Polight was able to get off is because, to exist as long as he did is because black people, we always looking for a leader. Every time I see a black person do something crazy, what I find when I skip around YouTube, when I skip around Twitter, when I skip around social media, I just see a whole bunch of niggas blaming niggas. And acting like we're our own worst enemy and acting as if we're the only people that deal with these issues. Now, let me start off by saying this. I ain't about to be on no Boyce Watkins shit talking about some, well, white people do it too. That's not my point of view. My point of view is we got fucked up people in house. You know what I mean? Everybody got fucked up people in house. Let's just not act like we the only ones that's fucked up. And here's why I'm saying this. People be like, when the Polight thing happened, I saw people saying, and I'm going to get to you guys' comments later on. When the Polight thing happened, what I saw was a lot of people saying, like, I was listening to the Star Report. Salute the Star. I like the Star Report. That nigga funny as fuck. I got respect for Star. Anybody who had missed have been a scoundrel and a snitch, hey, at least he tell you where he coming from, right? And me personally, I ain't got an issue with snitches because I don't do street business. You see how people talking something, man, such is a snitch. Well, get your ass out the streets then, shit. The thing is, well, if you in the streets, that's one thing. I'm taking it back. If you in the streets, yeah. But what I get tired of is you non-street niggas talking about such and such is a snitch. So, look, I'm a civilian. You break the law in front of me, and if you break the law affects mine or one of my family members or somebody I know, 911, FBI, whoever the fuck I gotta call, if you steal from me or mine. Yes, I ain't no street dude. I don't live by no street code. Fuck a street code, nigga. I get tired of all these niggas coming around. You got regular ass niggas work at UPS, 2-parent household, don't bang, talking about some, yeah man, such and such is a snitch. But I'm glad they're snitching. Put all you criminal niggas in jail. I agree with that. I don't break laws like that. Nope. So, you ain't gonna hear me going around talking about some, man, yeah, man, they're snitch. Snitch need to get dealt with. No, you niggas that steal from black people need to get dealt with. I don't give a fuck how you feel about that either. Now, if you in the streets and you do some street shit and you snitch on another nigga in the streets, that's weak. But you street niggas already know. It's you street niggas who the main snitches. If you're gonna tell the whole fucking truth. These so-called street niggas, these so-called hard niggas be the main ones. And I know this. I got family members that are cops. Hell, I know 3 detectives personally. And I remember one of my homeboys who's a detective told me flat out, man, we don't know shit. My homeboy's like, nigga, cops don't know a damn thing. We rely on snitches to get basically everything done. It be people on the streets bringing them shit that it be street niggas, so-called street niggas, bringing the cops things that the cops didn't even know they had. That's why I don't get into all that street life. We looking on YouTube at all these street stories. It be certain YouTube shows going around talking about something. Well, street niggas this and hood niggas that. Weak ass shit. But I digress. We're gonna have we're gonna get more into it, then we're gonna get some of y'all to call in later on. But that's what we talking about. That's what we talking about today. You know, and are we our own worst enemy? And these niggas that say that we are, how? Because this is what I don't like. This is what I don't like. I don't like when people like Polight or that Jay Morrison scamming dude allegedly. And this is some other shit going on right now. I don't know if y'all been paying attention to the stuff going on online between Rick Mathis. Rick Mathis is a guy that produced Boyce's B1 documentary. And Raheem Shabazz. Apparently Rick Mathis is calling the police on Raheem Shabazz because Raheem told the world that Rick Mathis is an alleged, convicted woman beater. And he did some kind of snake shit around the film, the B1 film. So it's all kind of snake weird shit going on right now, you know? And what happens is you get a lot of black people, and I'm sure person number one, if you've heard this, you hear black people saying shit like, black people are the only ones that need leaders. Speaking specifically of Polight and his whole this whole thing that he's in, a lot of people getting real mad and saying, how can Polight grift? And he can grift because, and these different callers were calling in on Star Show talking about how he can grift because black people are always looking for leaders. And I'm using this show as an example, but because I hear that all the time, not just on his show. I always hear statements like black people are always on the ones that in need. We need a leader, and we the ones that got all. Look, man. Let me tell y'all something. I tie everything into the laws of the of the universe. You see, the 7 Hermetic principles or 7 laws of Tahuti, whichever one you want to call it. One of them is the law or the principle of correspondence. As above, so below. You can back that up further when it comes to, if you want to get more scientific with it. You know, you see that we just look. If anyone ever took political science or any kind of sociology class, any cultural anthropology class, a lot of your soft sciences talk about this and the fact that environments mimic one another. So dominant cultures set the environment for society. All right. Let's talk about this from a scientific point of view. Let's talk about this from a scientific point of view. Nah, Ashro, your mama's taint is warped after I done ran through that motherfucker. That's what's warped, brother. So let's talk about this from my Cal State Northridge. Shouts out Butter Love, you fellow Cal State Northridge alumnus. Talk about it from the soft sciences point of view. Just like in a household, the things that go on in a household are going to mimic what goes on between the parents. So, sorry parents, if you got a whole bunch of fighting, if your kids are always fighting and bickering, guess who they learned it from? You can't do greater than the society. No one rises above the society on the highest level or lowest level. No one descends lower than the society. No one rises above it. The things that happen within the society mimic what goes on in the greater society. No matter what color, what race you are, you're going to see these things occur across the board. So, when it comes to things like grifting, are there any bigger grifters than the Red Cross? Are there any bigger grifters than Microsoft, Warner Brothers, YouTube? I didn't say that loud. All the money, these charities, they look at the March of Dimes. Allegedly, I remember doing some research on them back when I was in college, finding out that it was somewhere like 10 to 15 cents of every dollar went to what they said it went for. The rest of that shit went into administrative fees. We live in a grifting ass society. The NFL didn't pay taxes up until a few years ago, and it still barely pays taxes. Considered a nonprofit. We live in a grifting ass society. We live in a country that grifts off its citizens, taking all our taxes, fighting wars that we don't approve of, giving money to countries we don't supposedly like. The Catholic Church, thank you, chat room. Bismarck T is useful for once in the chat room. Salvation Army, Catholic Church, yeah. And again, let's slow down, people, because it's some dumb nigga out there that talking about something. It doesn't give an excuse for you lame brain ass niggas. Slow down. This isn't about excuses. This isn't about explaining away. This is education. And If any of you dumb niggas, not the people listening, I'm talking about the people who ready to fight. They the dumb niggas, not the people who are listening. But the people who are sitting at the computer like, no, you can't blame us. You can't blame, it's our fault. For you dumb niggas. Let me be clear. Just study political science, social engineering, any of the sociology, anthropology, the soft sciences that teach you about societies. The people are going to mimic the environment that they're in. And we live in a grifting ass country. So guess what? Grifting is going to happen on all levels. Black people are not, we're not, see, people be expecting us to be super niggas. Like we could just transcend all that is bad and 100% of us be good. Most black people are doing well, doing good. Ain't robbing nobody, ain't grifting. None of that. But in a society of grifters, just like all white people aren't grifters, just like all corporations don't grift, just like all charities don't grift. Just so happens the biggest charity in this country's do. But there are other smaller charities that don't. Nothing is monolithic, nothing universal. So in a society of grifting, we're going to have black grifters too. There's never going to be a time that we don't have black grifters, okay? There's never going to be a time that we don't have black murderers, black thieves. We ain't perfect. Yes, a lot of our behaviors are to blame on the system that we're in. But even without the system of white supremacy, we still ain't perfect. Sorry about that. I got to roll my blunt. We still ain't perfect. And we never have been, never will be. Never have been, never will be. So when people going around talking about we do it to ourselves. We're our own worst enemy. Look at that. Ooh. I'm about to put that with this. I'm about to fit all that into this one blunt. That's what we about to do. We about to roll one of these. We about to roll one of these. But in a society that does gangster shit, you're going to have gangster issues. And look at what happens and when it comes to grifting, black people, we ain't even the biggest grifters. Not even our churches. I remember I was talking to this one white boy I know, comedian. Larry, you in the chat room, you know Puckett, Patrick Puckett. He was a white comic that used to live here in LA. Now he's down in Dallas. Cool dude. I remember one time we had a dope conversation one day. Cause I'm not sitting here saying I'm perfect, that I've always thought like this. I've had to evolve in my thought. You know what I mean? And again, anyone listening that's new here, look. I talk a lot of shit, and I talk it very bluntly, and I talk it very directly. But I also give my space and give everyone else room to grow. We all don't know it all. And as we approach different times in our lives and go through different experiences, those experiences, if those experiences reign true and you see them happening over and over again, it should change you in a little bit. You know, it should change you a little bit. People walk around talking something they ain't never changed. All right, I've changed, nigga. And one conversation I had with the white dude was a good conversation. I said it was something dealing with like Creflo Dollar or Eddie Long. It was one of them Atlanta preachers. It was either Creflo Dollar or Eddie Long. This is like, we're talking like 2010, 11, sometime around there. I'm like, man, black folks always getting run up and done up by these preachers. We're the only ones you see preachers stealing all the money from. Yeah, I made that statement. And then this white dude came to me and was like, he inboxed me. And no matter of fact, we talked about it. He inboxed me, then we ended up talking about it the next time I saw him. He said, bruh, that's not a black thing, man. He was like, man, my grandmother gave like his whole college fund, which is somewhere coming close to around 100 racks, 100,000 of them things. His grandmama had given that whole fund to like one of those white televangelists. Think about this, black people. Look at how much money Kenneth Copeland makes, and Kenneth Hagin, and all them white boys. What was that white boy that was on I Have Sinned? What was him? Jimmy Swaggart. I have sinned. Man, everybody getting got. We ain't the only ones. Because people always be like, I kept saying, people be like, you know, black people are the only ones looking for a leader. No, everybody looking for a fucking leader. Those who don't know themselves, we ain't and we're going to have those people too within our networks. We're going to have those people too. Look at that, Incense and Ashtrays. Subscribe right now, Incense and Ashtrays. Everybody getting got. Everybody getting got. And we the kind of people, we don't, this is the reason why I'm bringing this up. We don't fix it. We don't get better. We don't improve as a people if we stay in this perpetual state of victimhood. That's right, Emmanuel. Joel Osteen. Shouts out Essentials with Emmanuel in the chat room. I ain't shout you out earlier. My bad. But we as a people, we don't do ourselves any favors by playing this perpetual victim. As if we just the only one. No. We live in a society that's planned this way. All right? And we have to understand there's always going to be a segment of society, oftentimes the majority, that are looking for leadership. There's always going to be a minority of society that's looking for the next person to follow. That's just what it is. But at the same time, we have these people who are looking for somebody who can fall for a Polight level scam, Brother Polight level scam or whatever. We have people who are not falling for it. Ever since Polight's been around, I would say starting about 2017, 2018, he's been around before that. People was kind of on his head from day one. But around 2017, 2018, chat room, tell me if I'm lying. The majority of people, a lot of people were kind of like, I don't know about dude. For every one person that supported Polight, it was one that was like, they either didn't know who the fuck he was. 99% of people on earth don't even know who the fuck the nigga is. Let's tell the truth. 98% of black people didn't even know who the fuck he was. But for the few that did know who he was, most didn't support him. And out of the ones who supported him, I'm pretty sure only a fraction of that gave him money. So why we all gotta go down with the ship? Why it gotta be a black thing? Because a handful of black people followed this Bud from the Cosby Show looking ass nigga named Polight. Y'all should have knew something was up when he came out looking like Orlando Woolridge in face paint. This nigga, brother Polight, this motherfucker, this nigga look like Dougie Doug without the dreadlocks. It was only a handful of people, because it was a lot of people who supported him, but it was really only a handful that put their money up behind him. A handful. So why, when somebody like that comes out, we all gotta throw these, repeat these stupid ass narratives about ourselves? What's up with that? Hey, Larry, you sit in the chat? Hey, Larry, call in if you sit in the chat. Why is it that we got to suffer? Because if it's 100 niggas, out of 100 niggas, 96 don't know who Polight is. 4 do. 2 don't fuck with him. 1 fucks with him. And one gave up money. 1 out of 100 niggas. Realistically, 1 out of 1,000,000 niggas gave him money. But the first thing niggas want to do is when 2 niggas fuck up, say it's a black problem. You call just in time, ho. Now I can lick this blunt and get to work. What for those of you who don't know, on the line, we got Larry Ho ass Goodwill. He about to give us his ho ass opinion and his ho ass thoughts over this ho ass situation. What y'all ho ass think about what's going on, dog?
Well, first of all, I'll beat your ass. Let's get that out the way.
Nah.
I'm sure everybody believes it by now.
Nah.
You look stupid as hell. You look stupid as hell, nigga. I prefer when you don't be on camera, nigga. Get off camera, nigga. All you doing is pissing me the fuck off and making this ass whooping you gonna get worse. Get the fuck off camera, nigga.
I'm gonna get on camera the day after the fight to show you that I ain't gonna have no arrow spences on my face, nigga. The day after our fight, nigga, my face gonna be clean. Nigga, you gon' when I'm done lumping you up, nigga, you gon' goddamn look like Deontay Wilder after Tyson Fury put that metal shit in his glove and fucked him up.
Nah, bitch, that ain't gonna never happen. You gonna have to do that. That's your best bet is to do that, nigga. Because a fair fight, nigga, I'm gonna kill you, bitch.
Nigga, a fair fight is me fighting handcuffed with one hand behind my back and one leg tied to a tree. That's a fair fight with you. Because anything less, I'll fuck you up.
Shut up, bitch.
The fuck do you think, nigga?
Oh, well, I want to address something, dog. Niggas always say we're our own worst enemy. Like there ain't no such thing as white people, nigga. Like they don't exist. The fuck you talking about? We're our own worst enemy. Yeah, cause we created redlining and Jim Crow and all that shit. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here, dog. We are victims. We ain't our own worst enemy. We victims, nigga. 99.9% of the problems we face now is because of, like Corey Holcomb says, the evil Caucasian people in charge.
Yep.
I ain't trying to play the blame game, nigga. This is a history lesson. Most of our problems are because of evil white people in charge, dog. So stop saying that dumbass shit. We're our own worst enemy. Get your dumb ass out of here.
And it's like, it's not just history. It's also our present. It'd be different if it was slavery, then Jim Crow, and then them motherfuckers left us alone. That'd be different. Nah. But it ain't that. It's you, the same niggas who talk like this are the same ones who voted in Joe Biden as president, even though he locked all them niggas up. I mean, this is current. These are black families that right now, today, in the present, have had 2, sometimes 3 generations of black men not being at home because Nixon and this government decided to put all the jobs and send them all over to China and put them in prison systems and create the war on drugs, like literally go at war with its own citizens. You know what I mean? This country decided to do all that shit. You know what I mean? And then now we got 2 and 2nd and 3rd generation of men that was raised without men in the household. You can tell because every time they watch basketball, they act like bitches when you don't agree with their opinion. So, you know, we see this going on. It's like we didn't do that to ourselves.
At all. Niggas who say we're our own worst enemies are the same niggas who be like, hey, man, y'all chill out, man. There's white people around. Who gives a fuck?
Hey, we be all talking and shit, smoking a blunt. Hey, man, put the blunt away, man. It's a white person coming. What you doing?
Give a fuck. That nigga probably got meth in his pocket. What the fuck you worried about this joint for, you Sambo ass nigga?
Hey, Larry, I gotta tell this story, dog. Remember when we used to be at that whole ass restaurant in Beverly Hills? I remember we was out there smoking a blunt one day. Me and Larry, we were on what shit was that? Was that Camden? That wasn't Rodeo Drive. That was it Camden or Beverly? I think it was Camden.
No, it's Camden. It's Camden.
Camden. For those of you who don't know, Camden is like 2 blocks over from Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. It's this restaurant. Me and Larry used to know this nigga that ran the restaurant. And so we there, you know, some live music going on, some comedy. Oh, and I have my live music comedy thing coming to LA in a couple weeks. Y'all, I can't wait to make that announcement. This is about to be some dope shit. Anyway, Larry and I are out front in Beverly Hills smoking a blunt, and there was somebody else. I forgot who that was. We know it wasn't hoe ass nigga because he didn't smoke, but it was somebody else we was smoking with, and then they were like, it was some white people coming down the street, and they were like, "Hey, man, let's put that out, man." And then Larry looked at dude and was like, "I don't give a fuck, nigga."
I don't, and you shouldn't. We should not give a fuck about what they think at all. I don't.
I gotta act it out better than that. I forgot I'm on camera. I'm on camera, y'all. Look at the camera, y'all. This is what Larry did. Dude is over here. He says, "Hey, we should put that out." Larry took his time. He went, "I don't give a fuck, nigga."
Give a fuck. It ain't no white people. It ain't no white people in uniforms. Fuck everybody else. If they was some cops, then yeah, put it out. But nigga, they ain't got no badge. Fuck them honkies. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, that shit was so goddamn funny. And he was looking all flabbergasted like,
man, please give a fuck. Give a fuck. But yeah, man, we're our own worst enemy. Like, no, the fuck we ain't, dog. You're only speaking to the lowest common denominator of black people, and even them niggas ain't our worst enemy, dog. They are brothers and sisters that's just led astray. They need to just come back home. But they're not our worst enemy.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
They that cousin we don't fuck with, but they still family.
Yep, exactly, dog. Still family. Still fucking family.
Hey,
dog.
Butter Lovers in the chat room starting shit, talking about something. Was it home? Yes, that restaurant home in Beverly Hills. That one. Yep.
Yes, it was home. Yes.
Home, yeah, Beverly Hills.
House of Mediocre Entertainment. Yes, it was.
House of Mediocre Entertainment. Oh, shit.
Yeah. But love, you ain't shit. You the shit, but you ain't shit.
Folding chair in the super chat said, "Brother Polight braided Larry's beard." I agree. And Larry wanted it. Larry wanted it too.
Who said that?
Folding chair in the super chat.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Fuck you, folding chair, and fuck Polight. And fuck you, the one, and fuck anybody who laughed at that. All y'all some hoe ass niggas. How about that?
Nah, I got some upstanding Christians here and Muslims and decent, productive members of society in my chat room. Productive brothers. I got a whole bunch of brothers in my chat room that carry briefcases to work and ladies that wear dresses. So fuck you, nigga.
Oh, man, fuck them stiff shirt ass niggas. I don't give a fuck what religion you are, what kind of job you have. Man, fuck all that.
How you gonna say that when you get mad when people knock your Sikh turban off your head, nigga? I knock that hoe off your head and piss in it, bitch.
You ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing, bitch. You ain't gonna
Watch.
do shit.
Hey, so speaking back of this nigga Polight and this whole situation with black people always saying that we need, like, what do you think black people need leaders? That's nothing I heard. Like, cause you heard a Star Report when it was one caller talking about some that it was one caller talking about black people need leaders. Like, what do you think about that?
Man, well, nah. I forget who it was. I don't know if it was Tariq or Jason Black. I can't remember who said it, man. But they said something it was I think it might have been Professor Black Truth, but it was profound as fuck. They were like, nigga, we don't deserve leaders because number one, if we do have a leader, they gonna kill him, and when they kill him, I mean, we don't never do shit like. It's an eye for an eye for me. So they'll take one of our leaders out, and then we'll burn up a bunch of shit. Nah, nigga, get one of them. Okay, so they kill one of our leaders, nigga. Go get one of theirs, dog. Let them know that we ain't fucking around. You kill ours, we're gonna kill y'all's and they family. Like that's why we don't need no fucking leader. Cause no, a leader can be co-opted. He could be bribed. He could be murdered. All that shit. Nope, we don't need no fucking leader.
I say we don't need leaders because we didn't listen to the first leaders. Like
exactly.
We still, like, overall, black folks still ain't listened to 99% of what Malcolm X said. Like, we don't need no one to repeat Malcolm. Just go back. Malcolm said the Democrats and the liberals and the conservatives are both wolves. And you got people going around talking something. The majority of black folks voting blue no matter who. Like, what do we need a leader for? Listen to that nigga. Everything Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, 90% of what those cats said, they weren't perfect, but 90% of what those cats said, Dr. John Henry Clark, Dick Gregory, Ida B. Wells, Booker T. Washington, we can go down the list. Frederick Douglass told us back in the 1870s that immigration wasn't good. He was saying immigration is only there to displace black people. And what do you have? Al Sharpton, 180 years later, with a perm talking about bringing the Latinos and the Ukrainians over. We still ain't listening to Frederick Douglass. The fuck do we need a new leader for?
And D, if Malcolm X, Frederick Douglass, Dr. John Henry Clark, any one of them was around today saying the same thing, a lot of you raggedy ass niggas would be calling them ashy hoteps. So fuck out of here with that leader shit. Y'all didn't even listen to the ones we had, like you said. Fuck, we need a new one for.
Yeah, right. It don't make no goddamn sense, and that's why I'm thinking. Like, when it comes to this is my point of view. When I see people that want leaders, I look at them as people who ain't willing to do it themselves. It ain't no more goddamn leaders. If you looking for a leader, that you just telling me that you ain't trying to be what you ain't trying to be the change, nigga. Michael Jackson said it. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that goddamn change. And then the Andre Crouch choir came in. I'm starting for the man.
I mean, stop singing. It's bad enough I got to watch you sing. Don't sing with me on the phone, you stupid ass nigga.
You can't stop me. That's why I'm doing it. What you gonna do? Fight?
I can't do nothing. I'm over 1,500 miles away. But you wasn't singing my motherfucking face. You know it, ho. You know it. I'll chop your throat, nigga.
I'll beat your ass with a blunt in my mouth like it is right now. Nigga, I'll beat your ass with a blunt in my mouth and you wouldn't knock it off, bitch.
Man, if I didn't know you and I seen that blunt in your mouth, I would think you was tough, dog. Because you do, to anybody who don't know you, you look kind of tough with that blunt in your mouth, but I know you're a bitch, so you don't. But you do kind of look, I got to give it to you, you do look kind of tough with it. Like, you look like you can defend yourself, but we all know you can't.
Dog, all right, nigga, don't think just because you got guns, nigga, that means something.
I don't need guns. I can't bring my guns to California.
Nigga, well, you can't win then, bitch.
Nigga,
you can't win.
Man, fuck
you the Wiz?
Yeah, nigga,
I'm the Wiz, nigga. You can't win.
That was the first movie I saw when I moved to Houston, bud, 1978.
I bet you had an El DeBarge kind of mullet back then too.
Oh no, I did, dog. And I'm gonna tell you what kind of bitch of a kid I was, dog. It was me, my dad, my brother, and my cousin Carrie. And when them flying monkeys came on, dog, I was the only one of us three who was crying. Nigga, I was scared. I was sitting in my dad's lap crying like a little bitch ass baby.
You still crying like a bitch ass baby, nigga.
Nigga, I got tough.
Nigga,
I got tough over the years.
Nigga, you cried when Bambi came out when you was like 16, nigga.
I ain't watch no fucking Disney movies, nigga. I'm a real nigga. I ain't watch no bitch ass Disney movies, no
Nigga,
cartoons.
yes, you did. I guarantee you watched Aladdin. I tell you that goddamn much, you genie looking nigga.
Bitch.
Yeah, you watched that, goddamn it.
No, I ain't never watched that shit, dog. The movies are for hoe ass niggas like you, Shrek built nigga.
Man, fuck you. You built like motherfucking Hangman. You got any shows coming to Houston this weekend?
Yes, I do. I am at the Riot tomorrow at 9 p.m. I'm at the Secret Group on Saturday. I'm hosting at 10 p.m. I got a private gig at 8. Sunday, I'm at Missouri City Sports Bar and Grill. Monday, I'm at the Bodega. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. The nigga talking right now is like the youngsters say, booked and busy.
Man.
So if you're in Houston, come fuck with me. Come smoke something with me. If not, then go to hell. But Dewan, I'm finna get off this phone. Hey, y'all support Dewan, dog, buy his merch, get the readings and all that shit, and support this bitch ass nigga.
Fuck out of here, nigga. That was Larry Goodwell on the phone. That was Larry Goodwell calling from the whole part of Houston. I need y'all to go to DewanB.com. Go to DewanB.com right now. I'm going to take some of y'all calls in a little bit. So get ready to call in. Go to DewanB.com. Go to the shop. I'm going to think of some new t-shirts pretty soon and put them up. Support the documentary is bigger than hip hop. Yeah, we go to breakthroughcards.com. Go to breakthroughcards.com. For all my students, Sunday is class number 2. We are going to be going through the cards themselves, starting with the Ace of Hearts. I'm gonna break down the personality of the cards and how to read them in different placements. All right, that's for the extended masterclass course. So if you want to learn how to read cards like me, enroll in the class and learn from me. Hey. So yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Kind of text. So we gonna talk more about this. Let's get back to it. Again, that was Larry Goodwell. Go see him in Houston tonight. And I don't remember what the fuck he said. So, yeah, nigga, if you want to know where Larry is, rewind the tape. And he'll tell you where he is. 323-744-7425. 323-744-7425. 323-744-7425. Hold on one second. Okay, cool. So yeah. We about to talk about this. Are black people our own worst enemy? What do we need to do? What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us? Is there something wrong with us? Like I said before, I am not here to. I'm not gonna sit around and act like we perfect. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that because we ain't perfect. But we also live in a society of scammers, degenerates, and thieves. So we have to know that within our society, we're always going to have to deal with murderers, thieves, and degenerates. As long as we live in this murderous, thieving, degenerate society. It's not the majority. It's the super minority, as a matter of fact. But they're going to be here. And that does not mean that we need to start talking about all of us because a few scammers exist. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, though? This is Mid. I'm calling out of Michigan.
Michigan. What's on your mind, brother?
Man, not much, man. Hey, man, I don't think we are our worst enemy because I think every race deal with that shit by themselves. Every race deal with their own bad, evil shit that they do. I think really when people say we are our worst enemy, I look at it like what we see right now that's happening now. Why we got to that point. You know, like we wasn't always crazy and doing the shit that we do. A lot of this shit was learned from Europeans when they took over, and that shit, you know, we didn't got into our culture. We didn't got into their culture. I'm high as hell too, so
yeah. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
But we much more better people than that because we know our history, you know. And if we don't know our history, we wouldn't. You know, a lot of our people don't know that, you know. So I don't think we are our worst enemy, man. I just think when we are up against white supremacy, we are our worst enemy because we got our own people that look like us, smoke weed like us, do everything, fuck all like. Who are still sitting in front of them white folks and be like, shit, yeah, well, they're doing this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and not passing shit that we need for our people. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's kind of like, you know, we go hand in hand, you know, when it's like, you know, we are, but it's a reason why people think like that, you know, why we are our worst enemy. But when it comes down to history, we know we really are best soldiers, you know what I'm saying?
We are.
White people, you know what I'm saying? White folks, they really are the fucking enemy. Shit, just from history. We can't even say, oh, we got a couple white friends now. That's cool. But when it comes down to it, they gonna blow your head off.
Yeah, man. So that's what it is when it comes to us, man. We got to know that you know that even when it comes to those enemies within, the traitors. Those people, that's what happens when you're dealing with a resource-deprived people. All it takes is a couple of $1 and we got to know that too. And we can't take it as if there's something wrong with us. No, that's an individual making life and death decisions in their minds for themselves. And we got to know that, unfortunately, that's gonna be most of us. It's gonna be a very few of us that won't take that devil's bargain. And so we got to know that all we got to do is stay on code because it only takes the minority to flip things. You don't need the majority.
That's true. Hey, bro. Shit, we don't need a couple people to knock out. You see how it was in Montgomery? Shit, it didn't take many. It really didn't take many of them. It really only needed about 4 or 5.
Right.
To take care of all of them, you know. But you know, a lot of we fell victim to some shit where out of slavery it was let's get them some mental help. They wasn't trying to do shit. They didn't do shit for us. That's why we in this position where we at. And it's
right about like, that, damn, man.
You know. Bro.
Thanks for giving us a call, man. I'm gonna take these other calls coming.
Man,
through.
No doubt.
So you have a good one, brother.
Love your work, man.
Yes, sir.
Stay up, my bro. Yeah.
Call on back in. I ain't got no switchboard working yet. There we go. What's up, caller? What's the name? Where you calling from? Are you on a Bluetooth? Okay, yeah, they got to call back. They sound like they was on one of them truck headsets. One of them big rigs. You know, people have been in big rigs with that big ass headset on. Call on back when your connection gets better. So we also got to know that, look, that's part of being in a society, being in the war. That we are in a perpetual state of war with our capturers. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's good, my good brother Dewan B? This is Breeze Omega. Yo, I just wanted to say, as someone was saying about the way the Haitians dealt with their infiltrators and traitors, I would say that they didn't really deal with those people. That's why Dessalines and all of them were killed in the end. So,
yeah.
Wait, what's going on? You got me?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying, like, Dessalines and them, they were killed in the end by all those traitors. They didn't really get rid of all the traitors. And that's what I'm trying to say over here. That's what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to clean people up out the paint right now. And what you got to understand is, like, we're not our own worst enemy, because even in the Congressional Black Caucus, or I say the Congressional Black Caucus, a lot of those people aren't foundational Black Americans.
Real talk.
And that's been for like years, even back. I remember I was a young kid. My first rap song was about Shirley Chisholm. And then I found out later she wasn't even one of us.
Yeah. You're right.
So like that's the craziest shit. Because, I grew up in Hempstead, Long Island, the nation of the gods and earth, where, like I said, that's where Malachi Z. York came from first. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with the 98 Posse, all these other different people. Granddaddy IU, he lived right across the street from me. I used to, talk to him all the time when I was coming up. And
okay.
A Plus, Prodigy from Mobb Deep, all of them, they lived in my neighborhood. All these people I grew up with around in Long Island, New York. And we had to worry about the 5%ers, because we had to know our mathematics. We couldn't just be walking around the street without not knowing knowledge of self, because you might get pounded on.
I'm about to ask you that. I was just about to ask you that. I heard on the East Coast, if you didn't know your mathematics, they'll beat your ass.
Yeah, you would get beat up. You had to know. If you was walking
So you was part of that crew?
Huh?
You was part of that time?
Yeah, I grew up in that time. Yeah, so you grew up and you walked outside. If you didn't know your mathematics, and you ran across one of the gods, and they always had a name like Unique something or Supreme Mathematics, they would put them hands on us, hands and feet, if we did not know.
Oh.
They would be like, yo, what's today's mathematics, son? You'd be outside. You'd be like, yo, wait, you had to know your mathematics.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to, but me personally, I'm a West Coast dude. And I'm not gonna say I disagree with it. I'm not saying I just always thought it was funny as hell. If you didn't have no knowledge, somebody will beat your ass. It was just something great about that to me.
You got your ass beat if you ain't have no knowledge. That's why I be trying to tell people. I'm like, they don't really understand what it was like.
See, that's why
living under that type of shit. That was like real pressure. See, them brothers was always
See, Larry, that's why Larry need to move back to LA. I'm gonna ask that nigga Larry random ass questions, and every time he don't know the answer to that question, I'm gonna slap that nigga.
And they don't care if you play basketball or football, bro. You better have that knowledge. So we always had to have. Like I said, I always grew up with a Black History Museum. That's why I love what Tariq did with creating a new museum out there. But they used to make it like Africanized, and we never really could relate with it. So that's all I'm just saying. And I'm just saying that,
Yeah, I never, Breeze, you hit up on a good point. I never could really get into when things have be named Shabazz, Ndinke, Matulu, Laka.
Yeah, so
I would want to, but like I'm telling you right now, y'all listening. Anytime I hear, and this is no disrespect, and I love my African people, and I do believe that they are our brothers. I ain't doing none of that. But anytime I hear the word Sankofa, I'll be like, here we go again.
Yes,
I do.
I'm swearing.
Sit your Sankofa ass, because every nigga I know, Every nigga I
They used to
know
have the
that
syrup.
talk all that
It
Sankofa
smelled.
shit,
I always said that
like-
the African Museum, it smelled. We didn't like going there because
like them Sankofa.
it smelled funny.
I know a couple Sankofa cats and like them niggas be able to like beating their wife and shit and tell them that's my wife.
Yo, there's no cap in that, bro. I'm just trying to say that's how it was growing up in Hempstead, Long Island. And like I said, Brother Polight, he was defending Malachi Z. York. So I know that kind of talk that he had. That's why I told people the first time I heard him talk, I knew that Negro was lying. Because I dealt with them type of people before all my life growing up in New York. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be trying to tell people. I was trying to tell Tariq, I wish he could reach out to one of my brothers from the 98 posse, because like that was something that my daddy was part of that. The 98 posse, they came up in the 78, because like I said, my daddy, when he write letters to my mama when he was in the army, he was like he was rapping, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I know that people are saying like this thing about hip hop. I'm like, nah, that's definitely a foundational Black American thing, and a lot of it was rooted. If you was in New York, it was about the gangs and stuff. And I remember I used to be following my dad behind him. This is like getting into the 80s. I'm a young kid, but he always had this Black Power pick in his back pocket, and they always had a Black Power pick. So I'm gonna land my plane at that. I salute all y'all, my lovely sister, some chick named Star, Quan S. Yo, I appreciate you. You and Larry, man, y'all got to do a show, bro. I'm telling you, you got to be like the landlord. He's the tenant. That shit going to have me die laughing.
For sure, man. You have a good one, brother.
Yo, you too, brother. Love you.
I was on the phone earlier with Larry, and we was laughing because we was like, and we will do some stuff together more, but I always had people say, me and Larry should do a show together. Y'all don't understand. Y'all 13 years late. Me and Larry was doing shit on Blog Talk Radio in 2010, 13. But we was getting 2 listeners. And then we would do shit on YouTube. And y'all can go some of our old YouTube videos from like 2016. The only person we had in the chat was Butter Love right here. That was the only person. And like 2 or 3 other people. And me and Larry was doing this shit for years, and there wasn't nobody listening to this motherfucker. So, yeah, but Larry a busy dude. You know what I mean? Podcasting is what I do. Larry got other shit that he got going on in his life. You know, he ain't dedicated to the podcast game like I am right now because Larry got some other dope ass shit that he got going on. But in the times Larry can make it, hell yeah, he gonna call in, and I'm a bitch slap that nigga verbally like I always do. What's up, caller? What's the name? Where you calling from?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is DJ Surf J Boogie, man. I'm down here in Houston, Texas. My mom and everybody though out there in Long Beach, Southern Cal, LA County, all that.
Yes, sir.
What's going on with you, man? Hey, I want to say this, and I love my people, and I know you talking about are we our own worst enemy? I'm gonna just say this, man. I've been around partners of mine that own restaurants, right? And, black, FBA. And I'm telling you, man, it's like the way the establishment's treated. And I know for a fact it's the same people, because we was in this small town, Virginia, Ohio. He had a sports bar, one of my partners. Now, everybody would go to Applebee's, wherever, Fridays, act like they got sent. They come over to his spot. They want to hook up. And I get it to a point, but then again, I don't get it, because it's like, yo, we worked and fought harder to get things open, get things established. We want it nice, but it's like you belligerent in here, but as soon as you go over there to the other people's stuff, it's like, oh, we on our best behavior, or I don't get that, man.
Let me help you out with that, because I don't like to leave things hanging. That's part of being captured and part of being educated in a white-dominated society. You believe white ice is colder. That's just part of that, and that's one of the ways that it plays out. The same way black people will walk past, will pay more money for a Nike brand shoe than they will for a black-owned company shoe. It's all about we have this inherent thing that most of us believe white ice is colder. That's on one side of it. On the other side of that, on the other side of that same coin, We got to know that that's another thing that kind of everybody does. You have a segment of people in society, in every society, that's going to want the hookup. These Karens, you should see how they treat some of these white businesses when you up in there. If they going to have a coupon, that shit's going to be expired, and they will argue a motherfucker down for 2 hours. Like white on white shit. I be in Manhattan Beach a lot over here. I be in Redondo Beach. I be in Orange County. And I just watch them. Watch them. And a lot of things that we complain about us doing, these Karens, they come to us when we come around. You don't think Karens ain't like that with other white people? You know what I mean? These kins that come around, you scratch my motherfucking car, and it doesn't happen. Them dudes, they're like that with each other. And every society is going to have a segment of people that feels like it can take advantage of other people because, hey, whatever. For whatever reason. I look at it from with my business, my card reading business. I charge $3.50 an hour. I have yet to have one of my black clients, mostly all of my clients are black, ask me for a discount. I've offered plenty. I've had a few people come to me saying, hey man, money's tight. And I do that. And then you know right now, it's people out there who really need some help, but money ain't right now. I worked out payment plans and negotiate lower prices. But I have yet to have a black person on this show right here, and I've had well over 100 views. I've had well over 300 readings, and 99% of them were black. Not one has asked for a discount. So
that's what's up.
We got to know that. We got to know all sides exist when it comes to that, and we can't get so focused on the ones who don't. No, I'm with you. We got to call them out because it's bullshit ass behavior. I ain't excusing it. I'm with you. You want these niggas walking around because I'm saying that I'm not making the poison an excuse. We got to address the poison so we can get that poison about these niggas' minds. Hell no, you can't get a discount. And fuck you for asking. You know? And we can't support black people who want to go around taking and getting discounts from other black people. We got to call that behavior out just like you did. While at the same time, we can't get so hung up on it, thinking that that's just something especially wrong with us. There's something wrong with a lot of people when it comes to that, you know?
I can dig it. Yeah, I appreciate that insight.
Well, you can go ahead and finish off. You get the last word, my brother.
Oh no, man! Hey, man, you said it all, man. You got me looking at it from a different angle, man. And I do know that it's good and bad and everything. It's just that it's just disappointing. But like you said, it's time to just really call that out and really get on one page, get on code. All of us on just calling out the mess from everything, from just the music to everything, and get it tight. We got to tighten up each other.
Right. You right on point, brother. Thanks for giving us a call.
All right, man. Peace.
Yeah. Call right back. I just missed your call. I just missed your call, caller. But yeah. I'm not giving excuses. There is no excuse. Yes, black people looking for discounts and doing all that funny business. It's a problem. I understand where the problem comes from. I understand. I empathize with the problem. But I don't fuck with niggas who are the problem. Stay away from me. Get on code. We can do both. We can understand it and have compassion and have open heart space for things while still not dealing with it. The same way you do with kids. You got compassion for a kid that's crying for a bottle. You're not gonna deal with the crying. You're gonna or a kid that's complaining. The kid falls and they say, I made a boo-boo, and they kind of crying for a little bit. you understand, okay, a 3-4-year-old, they gonna cry. Now, a mother may let them cry a little longer, but a father at some point gonna be like, hey, stop all that crying. That's what we do. On one hand, yes, we got compassion for you crying. You made a boo-boo. But you've cried enough. Stop all that crying and let's move on. That's how we got to be with each other. We got to have compassion on one end, but at the same time, all right, enough crying, move on. What's up, Carter? What's your name? Where you calling from? You there?
You hear me?
I hear you now.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I understand.
Yeah.
You there?
I empathize problem.
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing?
All right.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. What's
How
on
you
your
doing?
mind?
This is, brother Rodney. Everything is good. Hold on, let me put the volume down. Hey, I'm the brother that called like a month ago. But I met you over there at in Washington, D.C. The brother June 13th situation where everything was very turbulent.
Yeah.
Now everything is changing, man. Everything is changing. Basically, like you said, everything old got to start. I mean, everything old is basically starting with new. So basically, I was evicted, so I was able to find a place. My brother hooked me up. My brother friend hooked me up with his basement apartment. Then I basically the job started with DC government. But everything is changing, though, man.
Yes, sir.
But the situation where our people, if we look at that, but thank you for that, information and everything like that, brother.
For
I
sure,
still
always.
got a little bit of the, I still got a little bit of the mucus, but it's going away though. But other than that, but the whole thing, I think on our part and stuff, learning. See, people don't understand how when Malcolm X was alive, he would talk about the NAACP and the Urban League. So you don't get people like that talking about the NAACP and the Urban League, how they they're against the production. They're against the productivity.
I gotta give a slight pushback. Community. We got a lot of people talking against them. It's just that they're not on TV.
All right, but yeah, and plus Malcolm, he was
a
giant.
Remember, Malcolm wasn't mainstream either. So the non-mainstream is definitely pushing back to the NAACP. We see it. We see it with the new black media. No matter what side you fall on in the different camps, in black media, everybody agree that Al Sharpton and the NAACP ain't shit.
Yeah, and the whole thing, we got the YouTube aids and stuff like that. Per se, just like they gave Dwayne Wayne and Gabriel Union award.
Simba TV, call in. Simba TV.
They just.
Hold on one second. Simba TV in the chat room. Put up your area code and call in if you got something to say about this. Instead of talking in the chat, give us a call into the chat and give us a call into the show. Yeah. But go ahead, brother.
They giving them award because basically the son want to be a girl. What kind of civilization would give somebody an award for that? You have to understand, this is a privileged child. He's not like a child, in the inner cities of L.A., New York, Atlanta, going to school and stuff like this. Is a privileged child that don't have to work, parents don't have to work. The whole thing, he's at home and, Gabriel Union, allegedly, telling this guy to be a woman. But here you got Minister Farrakhan, stop the killing, save the family, on these tours all around the country, but the Urban League don't give him awards. So we see the hypocrisy and stuff like that. These groups is controlled by what we're talking about. So that's basically, stuff is coming up now. Thank God, people like Dr. Randy Short, because he enlightened me a lot. And I'm out here in D.C. with the brother.
Yes, sir.
The enlightenment of fraternities, sororities, and all that.
And that's the thing. We got to acknowledge. We can't spend so much time talking about who ain't there. We got to acknowledge those who are, because we got plenty of strong voices out there who are doing a damn thing, like Dr. Randy Short, man. But I appreciate you for giving us a call, man.
All right, thank you, my brother. I'll talk with you. Thanks a lot, man.
Yes, sir. You have a good one.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that we get into this perpetual thing as a people sometimes where we just get caught up on what's not happening. What we feel we ain't doing. caught up in what the world thinks about us, caught up in what mass media is putting out about us. It's like there's like a cognitive dissonance going on in black society. Well, in all societies, but let's focus on black society because America is a nation of cognitive dissonance and double speak and materialism and racism and bullshit. That's a societal problem. But let's break it down from the black American perspective. I listened to a Charleston White interview the other day, and I'm gonna start off by saying I don't care about how any of you niggas feel about Charleston White because I don't get into men and their feelings. I'm a born in the 80s ass LA, raised by my father ass South Central ass niggas, so I don't care how you feel about somebody. I don't. All right. And this for those of you who gonna comment after the video. I don't care how you feel about them. We men. Only people whose feelings I care about is my wife and my sister, my immediate family. I don't care about no grown ass nigga on the internet's feelings. All right? Don't care. And if you tell me what you feel in the comments, I'm gonna say fuck you and your feelings. All right? Well, Charleston White, he says what he says. I look at him. He has an act that he puts on. Call back in about 2 minutes. He has an act that he puts on. Call back in about 2 minutes, caller. And some of it's constructive, some of it's not constructive, some of it looks like it could be a little bit sketched out. Other parts look real. All of it's true. All of it's true. Well, he had said something the other day on one of the interviews when he was talking about black people no longer building and how we basically stopped progress since the end of Jim Crow. And on a surface level, that's true. I can see the level he's speaking on, and I can see exactly where he can see that that's true. We have slowed down in a lot of ways up top. But at the same time, we're still creating great and wonderful things now. We're not all poor, destitute. And one thing he was saying was he was talking about how black people, how we put up these Cardi B's and we support these Lil Nas X's and these Nicki Minaj's and these mainstream people. And I was thinking like, no, we don't. And talking about how rap affects us as a people. And again, I ain't got no issues with Charleston White, I think he's a very interesting fellow. I agree with some things he say. I disagree with other things he say, like anybody else. I don't buy into the person. I don't fuck with nobody on the internet personally. Only people I fuck with personally, people I know in person. Outside of that, I love you for what you offer me. And I keep it at that. And I allow you to be a human being, good and bad, profound and profane, just like me. I give you the respect I want you to give me. I'm a regular ass nigga that contradicts himself from time to time. I may have said one thing last year, say something different in 2 years, because I grew and I learned. You dig? And I want to give other people that same compassion and space. So I don't get into people. So Charleston White, this is where I disagreed with him when he was talking, because he said something that it wasn't just him, a lot of black people make these same sentiments when they're talking about rap music and how it affects us. And then they say we're the only culture. That's the part that gets me. We're the only culture. No, there's a whole death culture. And every society has death cultures. And every society has a soundtrack to go along with that death culture. There's a whole genre of music called death metal. And white people who have the highest percentage of rape in their societies have whole genres of music that celebrate rape. Whole societies, nigga. Whole societies that celebrate rape. Look at this shit here. Let me pull up some of these death metal songs. Hammer Smash Face. Smashing someone's face with a hammer. A band called Cannibal Corpse. That's the name of the band. Another band called Carcass. A band called Death. Blackwater Park Opeth. That around opium. Look at this. The Pursuit of Vikings. You know what that's about. This is what the fuck these niggas listen to. Let's look at this one here. Let's look on here. Let's look through some Annihilation of the Wicked. Look at this. Black Dahlia Murder. Dismember. You don't think that's a culture of death? Suffocation. Possessed. Napalm Death. Obituary. Morbid Angel. Look at this. Look at this. This is society we live in. Yeah, look at this. There's a whole... No, I can't go. I ain't gonna do it there. I'll get a copyright strike if I did that. There's another genre, a classic genre. Caller, give me like 1 more minute. Look at this. The people who robbed the most banks. And this is a genre called outlaw country. Songs talk long hair country boy. All these songs in outlaw. I like Whiskey River. Whiskey River, run my mind. I love that song right there. That song dope. But that song talk about getting drunk. And they want to blame drill. Look at black music has a culture of death. Like, all music has subcultures of death. Fool. Cocaine blues. Waylon Jennings. Family Tradition. That song's talking about degenerate behavior being a family tradition. So every genre of music, every group of people has a genre of music that reflects the sound of this degenerate subculture. And furthermore, black people ain't the main ones listening to no goddamn Cardi B. Man, Cardi B Mexican music. How many niggas listen to Cardi B? Come on, chat. You callers, y'all can call in now. Callers, call back. I'm ready to talk to y'all now. Call back in. Call back in. I'm going to answer whoever call in first. Call back in. Call back in. And again, this isn't excuses. This is to say that our society is going to, the music is going to reflect what's going on in the society. And we're no better than that as a people. And the music that they putting up there that's top 10, top 20, most people don't listen to that. Niggas is listening to other shit. Niggas ain't listening to that mainstream shit, man. What's up, Carl? What's the name? Where you calling from?
We're no better than that.
You gotta turn your background noise off.
All right, that's you playing. Hold on, let me get you off.
Okay. This motherfucker
I'm
saying
surprised I got you, man.
This motherfucker standing 200 feet from his mute
I'm
button.
Hold on right quick.
That
Give
nigga
me one
mute button on
second.
the other side of the basketball court.
I know it is.
That nigga must got one of them small mute buttons he gotta hit with a pinpoint. The little pinpoints where you got a little jab, a little side. That must be your mute button. What's up, Carl? What's up? What's going on?
Yeah. Oh, not much, man. I was just calling to agree with you, man. I'll be on your little chat, man. I'm El Blocko 216.
Yes, sir.
But I agree with the Charleston White, and at the end of the day, they always talk about don't judge the message. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of things might strike a nerve with you, but if it strike a nerve with you, that means that it affects you. I'm up here doing everything the right way. The man ain't said nothing wrong to me. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, he kind of like a little family base. Mm-hmm. You know, he do a little cursing a lot and this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, he do teach a message. Mm-hmm. You know, that's just like your old granny coming to you, telling you, shit. I know my granny, she cuss a lot. So my granny might tell me, hey, shit, sit your ass down, this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? So the message come like kind of harsh to you, but at the end of the day, sure, when you start doing stuff the right way, don't it rub off your back?
That's true. That's very true. But like you said, it's a message, and that's one thing I did notice about him. For a long, I just recently in the last few months heard him all the way out. Before, I would just kind of hear clips and just either agree or disagree, but then I wouldn't hear anything from Charleston White for another 6 months. I never really paid much attention to him other than a laugh here or there, a disagree here and there, you know? And then recently, I decided to listen to like one of his interviews over on Say Cheese TV, an extended interview, so where it wasn't just a clip, where I got to hear him, you know, give an arc to his thoughts, a when and a why, and everything that he said made sense. Even the stuff I still ultimately didn't agree with, it like, okay, it makes sense. He's making it make sense. It's not what I would do. It's not my point of view, but I understand at least. Even on the stuff I disagree with, because I think as people, we have to get over our own egos. Our egos make us think us agreeing with something means something. Man, you agreeing or disagreeing with something don't mean shit. And I be thinking about that all the time when people like it'll be somebody that'll comment after a video. I ain't saying you, brother, but somebody like they'll make a comment after one of my videos and they'll say something or they make a comment on Instagram and they'll be like, man, I disagree. And I'll be like, cry 2 tears in the bucket. Fuck it. What am I supposed to do with that? So I think that people take their own personal disagreement with something too serious. But go ahead, you get the last word.
All right, like I was saying, when I got hip to him, it was like on the comedy side. You know, I like to laugh or whatever. So I started watching him, and he kind of funny, but he do little quirky little things there that I don't agree with. But at the end of the day, it's called controversy sale. He probably had to do that to get heard.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So people do what they gotta do to get heard. It is what it is. But that's why I say now, for anybody I listen to, before I go all the way in on them, I want to give them a good extended period of time where I listen to them complete thoughts from top to bottom. You know, then I can make a more accurate assessment of what it is.
That's what a man's supposed to do. Before he jumped to conclusions and get emotional like a woman or something, you supposed to make sure it registers. Like me, when somebody telling me something fast talking to me, I'm like, slow it down. You know? So you slow it down so I can register, then I can judge it.
Yes, sir, man. You have a good one. Thanks for calling us.
Hey, man, for sure. You doing a good job, man. God bless.
All right, bro. You have a good one. Somebody in the chat room says, word to the wise. I suggest you find out more about Charleston White. And what? Is he running for Congress? Doesn't matter. Okay, we find out something. Like, what does that change? I know Charleston White spent time in prison for murder. I know that. He called the goddamn police on somebody right on TV. So that lets you know he don't, you know, if he is, well, a lot of people are like, oh, he's a snitch. Well, don't break any goddamn law. I don't break laws. So I ain't worried about being around no snitch. I don't break no law. So I don't live that lifestyle. So what am I supposed to know more about just to agree or disagree with somebody's opinion on something?
Hello.
Go back to opinions. These people are giving us opinions. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, DeJuan. This is your sister, Devin, in Chicago.
What's up, Devin? How's it going?
Right out. I put in the chat, I was like, he's taking too long. Like, tell him to get off the phone.
I just saw that in the chat.
You know how I am. I was just calling to say hi to everybody. I never called in to. Yes, I have. I have talked to Tariq live, but nobody else. I was just calling to say hi. I'm enjoying the conversation. Sitting here watching you. Just enjoying it.
Appreciate you giving us a call. That means a lot. Thanks for giving us a call. Chicago.
I know they like she off subject.
I know you good.
All
You
right.
good. It's much appreciated.
All right. Bye-bye.
Have a good one. Yeah, we got to understand that, man. Like, it doesn't really matter what you feel about these people. Like, Charleston White's not running for Congress. He's not asking me for any money to build a school or anything. A bad seed. How is snitching a bad character trait? Being a criminal, let me tell you something. Being a criminal is a bad character trait. And snitching only applies to criminal activity. If that's the only time snitching comes into play is if a law has been broke. Now, if you lying on somebody, that's a bad character trait. If you go in the FBI and going to the child services and you lying on people, that's a bad character trait. But if you telling on something somebody did, Oh, let's talk. Why the fuck did you rob that person? Let's break it all the way down. I don't like seeing black people get robbed. So yeah, if you rob a black person, I'm telling. Robbing people is a bad character trait. Let's start there. Now, if two of you people decide to rob something together and one person snitches, then that person has worse character. But it's varying degrees of bad character. Let's tell the whole truth. There are varying degrees of bad character if you both decide to commit a crime and one person tells, yes, they are of worse character than the other person that committed the crime. But both people that committed the crime have bad character. There are other ways to make money that don't involve stealing from people. You know how many times I've been destitute, in need of $1? Like now, hit the Cash App. But I'd be goddamn if I steal from somebody to get it. And that's not me as a 42-year-old talking. That's how I was at 24 also. That's how I was at 16. You got some niggas that go around talking about something. Yeah, back in the day, I used to do some things. No, I didn't do things back in the day. I went to college. I worked at the bank, Washington Mutual Bank, Inglewood, California, Manchester, and Locust. Before gentrification. Left that job, got into mortgage banking. In the days he had them 2 or 3% loans. I gave one person an option arm loan, like one of those low interest rate, big commission on the back end loan. And I was honest when I gave that loan. I told them, this is not a good loan. This loan is going to balloon on the back end. I remember when I gave them that loan, thinking like, man, I remember going home worried for them. My wife, my girlfriend at the time, she wasn't even my girlfriend at the time. We were just friends at the time. She was like, man, let that shit go. I ain't steal from no goddamn body. Fuck out of here. Even when I was 18. Even when I was 30 and fucked up in the game. I found a way. So I don't get into people's personalities like that. That's all a bunch of hogwash. Charleston White is playing out his cards, just like I'm playing out mine. And when he says something I agree with, cool. When he says something I disagree with, cool. See how that works? I gotta find Charleston White's real birthday so I can read his ass. But y'all know I can read people. I don't necessarily need your birthday to read you. I can also read you based on the spelling of your name. Even if your name is just a moniker, a name that you made up. Because if you made up a name for yourself, it's still going to fit within the energy of who you are holistically as a person. And the name, and for those of you who are my cardology students, I'm going to teach you how to do this. You add up the value of each letter in someone's name, or whatever number that comes to. That's their card. And Charleston White has a Jack of Spades. Woo! Ah! That makes sense. Oh, shit. Jack of Spades is what the name Charleston White comes to. And the Jack of Spades is the card of the liar. It's a card of the... I'm not sorry, I said Jack of Spades. Jack of Clubs. Jack of Clubs. I said Jack of Spades. Excuse me. That's my dyslexia going. That's my dyslexia. Jack of Clubs, that's the card of the fast talker. I won't always say always lying, but the fast talker, the slick talker. The Jack of Clubs is the club that... Caller, call back. I thought I answered. I guess I didn't answer. Call back, caller. I'm high as fuck. Y'all see it in my eyes. Jack of Spades is the card of deceptive speech. You got to watch a Jack of Spades. You got to watch him. And that makes sense that Charleston White's a Jack of Spades. That makes sense. That makes complete sense. Kenneth Bryant said, read my name. All right, I'll read your name real quick since you asked. Kenneth Bryant. K-E. Let me see here. What's up, caller? Hold on one second. Kenneth. I think the caller hung up. The caller hung up. We can call back, caller. Kenneth Bryant. Capital K. Show. The name Kenneth Bryant is an ace of hearts. That means you a selfish motherfucker. That means Kenneth Bryant is a person that's open and like willing to learn. You want to learn a lot. You thirst for knowledge, but at the same time, you be in your own world. And when you in your own world, Kenneth Bryant, you don't want nobody else to be a part of that. Ace of Hearts is very youthful. So you're very youthful and very open, but at the same time, very selfish. What's up, caller? What's the name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Juwan? This is Cam.
Cam, what's on your mind, brother?
I'm doing good. Hey, this is I heard about what happened to brother Polight and niece 7 years of the ordeal what we was doing. But let me ask you this. This might be out topic, but I just found out today, not too long ago, that dude from that 70s show who he named Danny Madison. Yeah, he got sentenced. Heard he got sentenced to 30 years and for instance for 2 counts of rape or something. 2 counts of touching some woman. Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you didn't?
Wait, say it again?
Yeah, then I heard that then Danny Madison had got sentenced to 30 years in prison.
Yeah. I didn't follow that too closely. Are you talking about the white boy from that 70s show?
Yeah, but the curly fro, pubic hair like that. Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up because that was actually one of my topics for today that I forgot to talk about a little earlier. I wanted Larry's opinion on that.
Oh, okay. Well, at least
this dude right here, yeah.
Top of your mind.
I notice people ain't saying. You notice when white people do shit like that, ain't nobody saying this is what's wrong with the society.
Mm-hmm.
They acting like this shit don't exist. But then I'm listening to people go around talking about some black people. We accept Polight. We never accepted Polight's bullshit. Very few people accepted it. When you look at white folks, this motherfucker actually raped somebody. And they acting like this shit do not exist. But go ahead and close off what you thought, my brother.
Yeah, okay. First of all, I heard that, personally, I'm kind of shocked that he got those mountaineers considering what the crime he did and all that stuff, but rapidly to show what he get and what he get. I'm surprised he gotten the mountaineers he got 30 years. Like R. Kelly having the same railroaded him and it was the exact same type of years, 30 years. So that's almost a different situation. But this one, it's a surprise to me. Hell, it should have been more than 30 and 5 like other than. But
Yes.
that's all I have to say about the situation. I have to say something else, but that's probably all I have to say. But I'm glad I brought it out to you so you can memorize it.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you for bringing up that cake. I had it right here, bookmarked, ready to go, and I forgot all about it, man. So yeah, thanks for getting us a call.
Okay, Okay, write that down. Okay.
All right, have a good one.
All right, bye.
Yeah, I'm glad he did say that, because I had this shit ready for y'all, and I forgot to talk about it. Oh yeah, you read the cards? Oh yeah. For sure. Well, there was a super chat that said, that nigga said, I was right, Ken Bryant? Okay, you say 11/4/1974. I'm never gonna, like, when y'all want me to read, I'm never gonna not read for y'all. Like, y'all don't know how much I fucking love reading. Like, I charge what I charge because I'm damn good. But I also read for free. Y'all notice, look, I be reading you niggas a couple dollars super chats for free. I just like to read. It's just fun to me. I like tapping into our ancient sciences. Unique Organics Hair Care, you are a 2 of diamonds. Oh, I see why you're a business person. You're a fair and balanced business person too. You know, you work at your best when you get to work with people. You're good at working with others. But when you gotta watch it, you gotta watch third parties. Usually when you have issues working with other people, it's a third party getting in the middle of you two. And those third parties kind of throw you off. But you really are good collaboratively. You're probably good at teaching hair care, whatever you do too. I don't know, whatever you do, you should start training and teaching people in that. You know? You should start teaching. Is that Reginald Edwards? Oh shit, what a Reggie. That's my nigga Reginald. He worked. That's the weed shop king right there. Hey Reggie, man, we ain't smoked in a minute. We gotta smoke, dog. We gotta smoke. And I want to try them clear wraps that you brought by the house that one day. I still want to try some more. This nigga Reggie has some clear blunt wraps. Them shits hit different. So you said it was right. But yeah, people go around talking about some. Are you making a book on how to start ebook on how to start a hair care product business? See, yeah, so that shows you, look. See, when I read cards, all I'm doing is tapping into the universe. What's already there for you. It's just that we get our Wi-Fi signal to our higher self gets interrupted because our ego be in our way. That's what my card reading does. You're like the ego, the brain, the mind, all that shit be in your head. You be in your head. So you know what to do. You kind of know, you know what to do. You doing it anyway, but you kind of like, Then you get a reading, and I just say what you already know and understand. That's all it is. Are you around the corner? I'm going to this event if you're around the corner, I'm going to this Reggie, I'm going to this event downtown at 7:30. You can, as a matter of fact, if you want to come through, you can come through now. I'm gonna leave here about probably about 6:30. So I probably enough time. I'm gonna leave here about 6:30. So if you want to come through now, I ain't gonna be on here no much longer. Smoke real quick. Or I got a show tonight downtown. I'm gonna post that. Now, I ain't even post a show on my Instagram. I'm gonna post a show that I'm at tonight. I'm about to post it on my Instagram so you'll know where the fuck I'm performing tonight. So I can crack these jokes. But yeah, you about to start that book. Yeah, you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing because you were supposed to teach. Two of Diamonds, you're good at business and you're good at teaching whatever it is you're good at. My readings for an hour reading is $350. For a 30-minute reading is $200. Type in the product code FIRST. If this is either your first time getting a reading or if you're within a month of your birthday, you get 15% discount off your reading. It's worth it because it's gonna cut down a whole lot of time of you going back and forth in your own mind. You're much appreciated. Thank you, Unique Hair Organics. All right. So you got the book at breakthroughcards.com. It's worth it. Hey, Bismarck T. Hey, you was doing good, brother. You was doing good. Now you back to fucking up. 9/2/1979. I just got a Cash App. Hold on, 9/2. I just got a Cash App. Cash Apps first. All right. I ain't asked for the Cash App, but I will definitely take the Cash Apps. I prefer Cash App. Okay. I'll get back to yours. But for right now, I got to take this Cash App. Somebody. And if y'all want to call in real quick, this is what I want. I want somebody, and I won't even charge for this. Anybody in a relationship right now, or you thinking about getting in a relationship with somebody, and you don't quite know, call in as long as you have your birthday and their birthday. It could either be a romantic relationship, it could be a business relationship, it could be the relationship between you and one of your siblings, you and a child, a friend, some kind of interaction with somebody else that you know that you have concerns about. Give me your birthday. As long as you have their birthday, call in. I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all how relationship readings work. How I can break down somebody's whole relationship just knowing their birthday. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this KL Hill 9279. I'm glad you said what you said because my wife is 7680. So that means
what's the first birthday?
My 9279.
Okay. 92. Come on, goddammit. 9/2/1979.
Yep.
All right, so you are a 9 of diamonds.
Right.
So you can make things very complicated. You can make things very complicated for yourself. Gotta relax, brother. Gotta relax on certain parts. Hey, man, hold on.
I do my best to. I try my best to relax all the time.
It's a challenge for you, but remember, challenge is nothing we judge ourselves over. Challenge just means that's something that's in front of us to conquer. Because once you conquer that, you got some dope ass shit right behind it. That's the reason why it's a challenge. You know, you ain't gonna just get everything good off top, nigga. You gonna have to earn it. That's just kind of how life is, you know.
That's a fact.
That's kind of how life is. Life, you gotta earn it. And,
I ain't mad at that.
And so we are behind all of our great challenges is it's behind our great challenges is where our rewards are. But go ahead. Let me see here. I'm trying to.
So this is the thing. My wife is 7680. So we both 9 of diamonds. What the hell does that mean?
Oh, you're both 9 of diamonds. Okay, so you guys have. Yeah. I'm glad you told me that. So you guys both have the same card. Okay. So let me see what 2 9 of diamonds look like. Let me see. What was her birthday again?
7680.
If I had to verify. So let me see what 2 9 of diamonds look like. Let me see. What's your composite card? The 9 of diamonds is the 39th card in the deck. 39, 38 plus 38 minus 52. 9 diamonds, 9 diamonds. Okay, so your composite card is a 5 of clubs. So that means you have it's a lot of back and forth. It's a lot of wishy-washiness in your relationship. It's not. It's fun too though.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Y'all have a lot of fun, but y'all also be hot and cold with each other. And it's you have to deal with doubt, because sometimes it's the way you guys go kind of is back and forth, but the fun sort of outweighs that in a lot of ways. And you got to watch out for a 3 of diamonds and Mercury. That's telling me that you can't trust somebody can't trust what somebody else got to say. Who is it?
Okay.
Who is it? Either she don't be trusting some shit you say, or you.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Oh, you gonna leave that alone? Okay. All right.
No, I'm. You know what? Since you're doing this for me, I really appreciate it, brother. I'm gonna go ahead and get my reading since my birthday was just this past Saturday. It's time for me to go ahead and do it. So I'm gonna get an hour reading. I'm gonna book here shortly.
Type in the product code first, all right, so you can get your discount.
All right. Appreciate you, DeJuan.
Yes, sir. These relationships. You got that 3 of diamonds and Mercury. And here's the thing about challenges in relationships. It doesn't mean that's going to end your relationship. It means people got to have a come to Jesus moment. And be like, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. It's going to be whoom, but it's going to be wham. And that's where my history as a relationship counselor comes in. I've been doing that way longer than I've been reading cards. Working with families and counseling. That's where my expertise, my 20 plus years of experience, Google reviewed, comes in. Because the cards could tell me what's up. My experience and my education can tell me how to fix what's up. And the cards can too. It's going to be my last call of the day. What's up, caller? What's the name? Where you calling from?
Juan, I got in here from the grace of God. Damn. This Rainbow from the chat. So you know me, I'm a 10 of hearts, 829, and my partner, well, we're not even really partners, but we still friends, but their birthday is May 19th.
Oh, so they're King Clubs. I know that birthday. That's Martin. That's Malcolm X's birthday. So that's King of Clubs. So you said, what's your card again?
Mine is the 10 of hearts, 829. Michael Jackson's birthday.
Michael Jackson's birthday. So you got Michael Jackson and Malcolm X in a relationship. Hey. Yep. Hey. That's a 10 of diamonds relationship. So that means that in public, people look at you to like relationship goals. Kind of like, hey, y'all look good in public. Like, it's y'all shine. Like people, y'all shine. People look at you, That's a card. It's a very that relationship. It can be emotionally extreme, can it? It can be
absolutely.
Yeah, very emotionally extreme. But at the same time, you both can sort of read each other's minds too. It's almost scary. And
wow.
Right? And it'd be like, you guys have a very psychic connection. And you can't hide from each other. That's what you got to know. Both of y'all better know that. Nothing you can do to her or him, or whoever, or back and forth. There's nothing y'all can do that the other ain't going to see.
Wow.
And so it's best that y'all just 10 or 9, just keep it on a straight and narrow, keep it on the up and up. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna be It's an eight of spades Mercury, so that means sometimes you can feel like y'all it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's not easy either, but it's rewarding.
Yeah, definitely a lot of work. Yeah,
but it's rewarding, so it's worth the work. The work is work, but you feel it's worth it, and you get something out of it, which is a beautiful thing. Make sure that watch out. You got the Ace of Hearts and Venus. Watch out for selfishness. Selfishness can be an issue between you two.
Yeah, me. I'm very selfish. Like I remember we just went to the beach and I bought some gumballs. I like chewing gumballs. And they like opening my stuff. So they opened it and was eating my gumballs. So I snatched the bag, like, give me my gumballs.
Right, yeah. You ain't out here.
But they bought them.
Yeah. Hey, but you taking it. That's the dynamic. Just you gotta with that Saturn 5 of Hearts, just stay away from the petty. The pettiness is an issue. Stay away from petty stuff. Like if you avoid the petty and just if certain petty things happen, learn to ignore or deal with it, but don't have petty disputes because if too many petty disputes, you don't want too many of that. But that can be an issue sometimes. So avoid pettiness, and you good.
Cool. Thank you so much, Dwan. Hey, can I say one thing though?
Yeah,
we were talking about black people earlier. So my opinion about it is, as far as being on code, a lot of black people don't know that they're in the system of white supremacy. They don't know that we're at war. And we have to all make up our minds if we're being mistreated. You can tell somebody that we're in the system of white supremacy, but if they don't believe that, then they're not going to do nothing about it. They're not going to see a reason to be on code. So, white supremacy operates in all 9 areas of activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor law, politics, religion, sex, and war. But like I said, if a black person does not believe that, they have no incentive of being on code.
That's
so I just wanted to say that to you, brother.
That's real talk. Thanks for giving us a call.
Thank you so much, Dwan. Talk to you soon, brother.
All right.
All right, peace.
Peace. In the chat, we have. Here we go. This is for J Bad in the chat. August 3rd, 1984. Get that out the way. You're also a 10 of diamonds. See, a 10 of diamonds relationship and a 10 of diamonds person has a different read on them. Different reads. 10 of diamonds person, that's the card of marketing, man. Be a star if you want to. Put yourself out there. Be out front. Do your thing. Don't be afraid. Shyness will only hurt you. All right? You're a hard-working brother. The eight of spades and Mercury lets me know that you're a hard-working brother. Keep working. The Ace of Hearts lets me know that that's where the immaturity can be in some of your avoid. That's where you can get into petty disputes. All right. Nine of Hearts and Pluto. Emotions, emotional graduation. You've dealt with a lot emotionally. You're gonna transcend when you learn how to let it go, J Bad. All right. Y'all can book at breakthroughcards.com. Gave y'all a short. I also do mini readings on Mondays. Monday mini readings. Mondays only. 10 minutes. But I recommend, if you've never had a reading before, to do an hour. That way you can get very comprehensive. Get a lot done in an hour. that's too much in a 30-minute, but I recommend one of those two for if it's your first reading. Yeah, my classes start. My next class is Sunday, September 10th. Is the next class for those of you who want to learn how to read cards. Sundays is the next class. Sign up. Email me info@dewanb.com. If you want to sign up and register, we still have like 10 or 12 more classes after this one. So we're just at the beginning of my card reading semester. All right, we're just at the beginning. So sign up or just do the one class if you don't know if you want to do it all. If you're not sure if you want to do all the long course, just do the short one real quick. All right. And remember this: there are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those willing to pick up the game. Thank y'all for listening.